guys, Quake Toys. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of really amazing, well, you'll see. So I have my husband helping me today because these are more his things than my things. And what should we look at first?
Well, why don't we do the Matchbox? These are late 60s, mid 60s, late 60s Matchbox that are still in their original boxes. And we're going to open up and check them out.
Okay, who first?
Let's do this super fast right here.
Okay, so let me show you guys the box.
This is the way they came. You would go to your local mom and pop shop, or if you were lucky enough to have a bigger toy store, and they'd be in a big circular case, and you look up and you pick out the car you wanted, and this is the way they came.
Super cool.
I would get $1 a week allowance my mom gave me, and I would go and buy my favorite Matchbox car. This is one of them that I had when I was a kid, probably about 1970. I think it has a date on the bottom. Can you see?
It's actually 71.
71. I was 6.
You're old.
I mean, I wasn't even born yet. Okay, this is a really cool one. The next one, the screen one.
Super fast. Yeah. I'm going to put them right behind.
That's a really cool one. I
love
that
really
one.
Cool.
Yeah. This one's worth probably 20 to 30 bucks.
Cool.
Had super thin wheels, so it went really fast on the track. Isn't that cool? Oh, wow.
He's not so.
More Hot Wheel type looking wheels,
yeah.
But it's cool though. As you can see, they've never been played with, so it's super neat.
They're very nice.
I got a call from a lady who's
this guy next?
Sure.
Cheap. We should have gone in order. This is number 2.
That's a cool one.
Oops. It's a little hard to see, actually.
The nice thing with these things is you can put them back in their original boxes, as opposed to the Hot Wheels. Once you take them out, they're out.
Yeah. I like the bottom.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very nod. I think I had this one, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was pink.
I'm going to do number 4.
Yeah,
cool. Actually,
it's gorgeous.
This was my favorite one growing up because it reminded me so much of the Speed Racer car, and I love, love, love Speed Racer.
Our Ladybug is asleep, or she would go crazy for this.
Oh, yeah.
She had a little sore throat.
So my imagination ran wild, and I saw Speed Racer and Trixie. Isn't that cool?
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Takes me back a long time ago.
That's the fun part.
Mine weren't quite as good a condition after I
These are really, somebody really loved these.
Yeah.
From afar. Let's see the other Jeep.
What number is that? 13?
Yeah.
Matchbox were made in England at the time, as opposed to China, and they seemed to really, really use super high detail back then. And
they really did.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Oh, the flower's lovely.
Yeah, another mod-looking thing, right?
Yeah, very cool. Big ups and downs.
The next one's going to be a Mustang.
I'll restand this, and then I'll show the guys in the back. It's not just any Mustang, it's the boss Mustang.
Who's the boss?
This one seems to be.
The one who's opening the Matchbox?
I'm not the boss.
Ooh.
Wow.
One color we would not pick. What a black hood. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Although you'd always be able to find your car.
So these last 3 are actually a little bit earlier. These are from the mid-60s. So I didn't quite have these growing up because I wasn't born yet. But these are really neat. They use older wheels that didn't quite move as quickly, as you can see.
There's less neon.
They're like solid plastic.
Wow, they're really heavy.
Yeah.
This doesn't even feel like plastic.
And that comes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
That's really sweet.
Yeah, none of it. Yeah, it's all metal.
Yeah, but it reminds me of. Oh, and that opens.
Yep. That way, when you go into your sandbox, you fill it with sand.
That must have been awesome.
Oh yeah. Thousands and thousands.
Drive him back into the box.
I think we got another kind of truck coming up. Again, about 1965.
Oh, and it totally opens.
Isn't that cool?
So you can work on the engine.
Yeah.
Very nice. These are really lovely. And that flap comes up too. That must have been awesome in the sandbox.
Oh, yeah. The last one we have is heavy machinery. The Iron Fairy Crane. Not to be confused with something else.
Look, you might need to pick up your fairy.
Right. Now these things, I remember having something like it, not this exact one, but that plastic hook, chewed it off right away. So when you find them with their hook still intact, is good.
It's. I was just going to say, it's pretty thin,
Yeah,
that hook.
yeah.
That would not survive our Ladybug
Right.
for 5 minutes.
Right. So that concludes our mid-60s to early 70s Matchbox. And now we're going to move on. You want to show them the G.I. Joe?
Yeah, let's show him. Hold on one sec. Let me...
So we have here a 1970, early 70s G.I. Joe with flocked hair, which is the fuzzy hair. 12-inch G.I. Joe made by Hasbro. And this follows on the heels of the 60s G.I. Joes, which were all painted hair. And these were received very well because people liked that they actually had real lifelike hair. So these lasted about 1975 before the line was discontinued.
It was ready to go.
To be picked back up in the early 80s with 3 3/4-inch figures. So
See, he knows his stuff. I don't know this. I just think cool little toy.
it is cool.
He's
Super
really
super
nice.
articulated.
Yeah, he is.
You know, wrist move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got 2 model kits.
You got a couple model kits from mid-late 60s. This is a Corvette Stingray. Steel sealed in its original package, never touched by human hands, by Revell. What is it, like 1/32 scale? So
Yep.
that's about maybe 6-7 inches long. Pretty cool. Still got the original price sticker on there.
All 88 cents from General Merchandise.
And this is a Red Baron. Very sort of controversial at the time because it looks sort of like a German helmet of World War II. Made by Monogram. Again, still with the original cellophane, never touched. Pretty neat.
Yeah, somebody really put that on the shelf. Very nice. Let's show the other ones. Which one first? You want to do that one first?
You know what? Let's just move right on into
The good one.
the really good one. This is a bifocal from about 1970. It's actually a fairly rare Hot Wheel. Still sealed in its original package and got a little bit of value to it. You don't see them sealed very often. It's got super, super great graphics.
Wow.
Super graphics. We have 3 other ones like it over here. We have,
I'm going for the red
think
one,
it's
of
a
course.
Ferrari 912, maybe. Pretty neat. Part of the Grand Prix series, about 1971.
Very nice. That would not last 8 seconds with our Ladybug.
We have a California. It's actually called a special delivery. It's like a mail truck, but it's like a souped-up hot rod. So
that'd be awesome if
yeah.
the mail.
The neat thing about a lot of these is they were made in about a dozen different colors. Unfortunately, for this particular model, it was only made in light blue. And then we got this. It's called a heavyweight. Heavyweights were these. This is a heavyweight, about 1970-71.
Sweet, original price on it.
Really cool, $1.19. Really neat original Mattel Hot Wheels. Steel sealed, never touched again by human hands. Awesome.
Sweet.
This is a Rumbler. These are actually really hard to find. Rumblers were made by Mattel and Hot Wheels in the early 70s. And they did all sorts of different souped up motorcycles. And this one, you just don't see them untouched.
Wow.
You just don't see them.
Very nice. And it was $1.39 at the Archer Avenue Big Store.
All right. These are a couple more Redlines from the early to mid 70s. This is a police cruiser. What makes it kind of interesting is people love that it's a Olds 442. People love that model, and so it makes this car pretty desirable.
It's nice. State police.
The other one we have is a back.
Keep on camping.
I think it's called Backwoods Bomb. That way, when you go to the backwoods, this is what you're going to bring. The last couple things.
Punched. Oops. Let me try again.
These are called Johnny Lightnings. And Johnny Lightnings were a rival of Hot Wheels about 1970-71, made by Topper Toys. They saw the success of Hot Wheels and they wanted to jump in and see if they could capitalize on the was, for lack of a better reason, all the money that Hot Wheels was making.
Wow.
And they only lasted for a couple of years just because they couldn't compete with Hot Wheels.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really neat.
That would not survive.
Yeah. No. Last one we have is a really, really cool, it's a Maverick. A souped up purple Maverick. They did a great job and people love them. Unfortunately, they only made them for 2 years, 1970 and 1971.
That goes from purple to pink, just on its own.
Yeah, it's super, super cool.
Gorgeous. Hey kids, get your fabulous Johnny Lightning. Cool, cool, cool. These just walked in the store. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'd love it if you would subscribe because we get stuff like this all the time. And we'll try to go over more stuff if you want to give us a thumbs up. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye.
you very much.